What is this, about the 10th time I've done this one where I'm back in the little town that I don't like that my mom lives in after a failed road trip again to another city. It's like the movie Groundhog Day, except not humorous and I don't have any actual power over it. Well, I mean, as much as the guy in the movie does, where he literally remembers every step and can adjust it as he goes. It's a form of purgatory I've stuck myself in here. And again, as usual, my stomach is just massively bloated, and it makes it hard to function. Been through this over and over, and the same thing on my stomach that my younger brother says I exaggerate about. It's not real, I'm pushing it out. Fuck. Assholes everywhere. Don't get me wrong, my younger brother can be cool, but he can be quite the judgmental, know-it-all asshole, too. He acts like he's everybody's parent and the wise one and knows what's up with it. Of course, we all got our things. I was visiting my real dad in Reno for 3 weeks, and he's a lot like my mom in a lot of ways. Plus, his place was even tinier than my mom, so I felt like I was in his way. And a lot of things that happened with my family members, my immediate ones, my brother, I grew up with brother. I have another half-older brother. My brother, my real dad. I had stepdads growing up, but I still remember my real dad from childhood. And my mom is their personalities are. We're all moody. We're all up and down, but they're overwhelming when they're up. I guess I'm like that too, but I feel like they're a little bit more like that. They take over the conversation, and you have to like almost scream to get a word in edgewise. Just force yourself in hard. It's like a battle. It's fucking overwhelming. Like both my dad and my mom do this thing when you're in the car with them and you're in the passenger seat. They'll point something out, like pretend this is you sitting in the passenger seat. Here's their hand, like right in your fucking face, literally. And it's like so irritating. You just want to like knock them away, like get the fuck out of my face. That's what but they're in their own world so much. Like, look at me, And I know I've been like that before. I've been like that, especially with friends that don't have such a aggressive, mood swinging nature. When you're in a good mood, like a almost manic type of thing, you know. But they're worse. They're a little worse at it than me, I think, or more intense with that than me, because they don't even notice they're doing that. I notice I'm doing it. And then I used to point it out to friends, like, I know I'm taking over the conversation now. Sorry, but one more thing. I don't know. I guess it's just the DNA that everybody got that affected their moods. But here I am again, the same thing, and I have some job interviews. Maybe at this job I tried to get last year, which is a good one, temporary job through August. Then I could get a car and leave. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I'm going to stick around another week or two, and I'm going to bail and just leave, not tell anybody, just leave. Because this is getting old, man. Nothing's happening. Just year after year is going by. And let's just face it, fuck it. No one to say when. So here we are, back, going to McDonald's to get coffee. Nature's nice, as usual. Living as a misfit human, misfit in this society, isn't nice, as usual. I found it on my recent trips, road trips to exploring new places. And just with my repetitive age now, I've noticed that I really kind of don't like being around people. And you know, you do, and the majority of people, I'll say, just kind of fucking irritate me all the time. And animals, like barking dog specifically type of animal thing. Shit just really annoys me and agitates me. Nature's always nice. I guess I had something I was gonna say, but now I don't. I guess I kind of lost hope that my waking reality and how I've carved my life out and the circumstances and whatever, I don't think are gonna change, and I'm kind of just giving up on it. And I know I've always said a little bit of variations of this, but the more I go through it and the more I experience it, the more I start to feel that way. The more it solidifies Nature's always cool. There's always cool stuff, but you do need money to do stuff in this society, or be incredibly outgoing sociably to the point that people are gonna help you out with your needs, or you know, your situation, living, money. Here comes fucking people. Let's pause it and come back. And also, not just money and my position in the world, like lack of any socializing, friendship stuff, except like brief blurbs online, or when I'm staying at my mom's, or like I was just staying at my dad's, just saying hi to them once in a while when they're not in a moody trip like I'm always on. Having some laughs with them once in a while in between all the moodiness. And yeah, alone, broke. My resume, quote unquote resume, my job history doesn't lead to getting anything great. Too tired and old for school. Physically, I'm starting to, I mean, I have friends that are worse off physically than me, but this stomach bloating, man, and my gum disease and teeth falling out, and just general, you can feel your body getting tighter and heavier. A lot of people would love to be in my situation, but it's a combination of things. It's not just the physical, it's the spiritual, emotional, social, and the survival level income stuff. The combination of all that going bad makes it a little overwhelming to try to continue. Let's pause it. There's another fucking car. Oh, thank the Lord it turned. Small things in life. It's those combinations of elements all combined into one thing, you know, the 5 or 6, 7 primary things in your life. Plus, I notice in general, our society is geared towards survival level, instinctual stuff, and not instinctual in the mental or spiritual, psychic plane instinctual, or creative instinctual on the survival level plane. Like food. How much do we focus on food? How much do we focus on sex? Food and sex are just survival things. Sex, of course, they both feel good because we have receptors in our bodies and brains that, oh God, that tastes great, on purpose, so we eat to survive. And the same thing with sex. Oh God, that feels good. And then sex gets emotional too. I guess food could get emotional. Women, a lot of times, I guess men do it too. People think they're in love with somebody because they have good sex with them. And they find out a couple years later, like, wow, we don't actually even get along, do we? We just had such a high off that drug, of the chemicals released in us from sex. Same thing with drugs. People are just unhappy as they want to escape reality. Or people like me, I mean, I don't watch as much TV as I did. TV watchers, let's just say. It's another drug. Computers. Escapism. And a little, you know, a little bit of all that stuff is fine, but when that's the focus of your life. Same thing with fighting. Fighting is usually a territorial thing for a mate, sex, or for your land, your area. That's territory. Housing, that would fall under. Fuck, man. And then you get the brief glimpses of reality that I like to call reality on a more spiritual level. I think consciousness lives on. I had a friend the other day saying that it's proven that there's nothing after death. No, it's not proven. Just because your body shuts down with your signals in it, your brainwaves, that's not proven, dude. Where did you come up with that crap? Nothing's proven. There's no proof that life exists after death, and there's no proof that there isn't. It's bullshit. We're gonna find out either way, I can tell you that. I can also tell you that's fucking dog annoys the shit out of me. So what am I saying? I'm sick of playing this game, I guess. Shut the fuck up. This reminds me of this world in general. Shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, some of the things I think are good about life. Laughter. That's always a genuine great one. Laughing. Well, of course, love. I mean, that's basic. Nature's always good. Music's good. Art's good. I mean, sure, food and sex are good. I'm not saying they aren't. I'm just saying that's the main focus of our damn society most of the time. Breeding, food, shelter, and then, you know, it's like I've said before many times, it's monkeys in a tree trying to get their spot and secure their bananas for when they're hungry. It's all to avoid pain, like the Buddhist theory, and it's true. If you don't eat, you're gonna feel hungry, and that's gonna hurt. If you don't have friends, you're gonna feel lonely. That's gonna hurt, unless you're some wise Zen master that can tune in with the universe and not feel lonely. If you don't, if you're not satisfying your sexual desires, it's gonna hurt because you'll be frustrated. Of course, if you don't have a place to live, it's gonna suck because you'll be out in the cold and rain, and you'll be not safe. If you don't have money, the tools to do stuff in life, of course. So yeah, music is one of the good things. Creativity, like art, and movies, and laughing's always one of the best things. Well, okay, yeah. One of the other good things, exploration, exploring, traveling. Sometimes when you explore, you come into areas you don't like, and other times you don't, but at least you're getting out there and exploring. I mean, that's kind of what life really is, if you sum it up. An exploration of something or other. We're on a quest for something. We're exploring. We're experiencing, We're getting annoyed by all the other explorers next to us not shutting the fuck up, not getting out of our way. Sometimes you run into explorers that you actually like exploring with.